Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paperboy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And we're going to talk about something today, Mr. Magazine, which usually makes for a better show. I'm going to say a quote to you, and then I want your opinion on it. This is a quote that a lot, pretty much every other reseller on every other reselling channel out there will say.
Okay.
And we've never really discussed it.
I'll buy that for $1.
Well, that's what we actually do, but that's not what we say.
Okay.
You make money in the buying.
You make money in the buying.
That's what every other reselling channel says. That's where you make your money. You make your money in the buying.
I've never said it, but it has to be. How else are you going to make your money? You have to buy things.
Right. Well, what their theory is the less you can pay for stuff, the better your deal, the more money you end up making. So what is your thoughts?
Right, but
on
you
that?
still have to be fair when you're buying and make sure the other end selling is happy. Because again, my father was old school, and if he could take advantage, and I don't want to use the word rip someone off, but if someone had something for $1,000 and they wanted $400, my dad would try and get it for $100, and then maybe the guy would give in to $150 or $200, but be bitter after that. And I'm like, I'm not going back to this guy. He's always nickel and diming me, whereas I have a lot of customers, whether it's locally or out of town, that I've dealt with, where if I'm going to counter, it's going to be closer. We're like, well, you want $1,000? That's a little high for me. I can go $800-900. We settle. We're both happy. We continue to do business time and time again, making more and more money down the road instead of just ripping someone off one time and I stuck it to them.
I think that I agree with them if your primary source of goods are garage sales. Because generally speaking, you're not going to build up a relationship with garage sale people. You come on by,
Right.
You have the opportunity to buy.
Yeah.
You are probably never going to see those people again.
One-shot deal.
So if they've got a bunch of T-shirts and you can, they say those T-shirts are $1 each, and you say how much for the whole pile, and there's 50 of them, and they go $20, and you say, how about 10, and I take them all?
Right.
You're never going to see them again.
Yeah.
So
True.
in that instance, I would agree you make money in the buying. I agree with you that when you are in the situation where you want to deal with the people regularly, yes, obviously you don't overpay. But I think it's a super simplification to say that because, again, you're penny wise, pound foolish if you beat the guy down too bad one time and you never deal with him again.
Exactly.
And I'll give you a perfect example. This happened a little while ago. I never shared the story before. It was somebody that I've dealt with a number of times before, and they usually give me a price. And they had a pile of stuff, and they go, "What are you thinking?" And I go, "I don't know. You're always fair with me. You tell me. I'm sure I'll pay it."
Yeah.
No. What do you? And I'm like, "Oh, geez." And I've never had this with them before. So I said,
was it like better stuff or different stuff?
Different stuff. Yeah, I don't know why they were holding out. So I said, I don't know. How's $100? Or is that too little? And the guy
actually
goes,
said, is that too little?
Yeah.
Just
I go,
in
or is that
case
too little?
In case you're way off.
Yeah. He goes, well, I was at 200, but if you can meet me in the middle at 150. I said, I can do that.
Sure.
So I went to get 100, and he goes, oh, I don't have any change. I go, no problem. And I started counting out, and I had 320s. I go, here, we'll make it 160. He goes, are you sure? I go, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, cool.
I said, you always treat me well. Here you go.
Yeah.
So according to the you make the money in the buying people, I just lost money because I overpaid by $10.
Right.
You know something?
But you'll get that back in spades.
He will remember that I'm easy to deal with, and I overpaid him, and I didn't sit there and argue with him. And honestly, what's $10 in the deal?
Right. One item.
It's one item I have to sell.
Yep.
So I looked at that as being a very good $10 that I spent there, even though it was $10 I didn't have to. And if he had said, meet me in the middle 150, I probably could have said, geez, I just don't really see it there.
Yeah.
How about 140? And he would have taken the 140.
Sure.
Why? And again, yes, you do make the money in the buying, but if you want to continue to buy from people, you have to take what their needs are into account as well. And again, if you're never going to see the people again, if I suddenly I mean, many, many years ago, for 3 or 4 years in a row, I went to San Diego Comic Con, and I went to, I think it was called Kobe's. I think it was the big flea market over there. If I went to Kobe's flea market, I can slash and burn all I want over there,
Right.
because I haven't been there in 7, 8, 10 years, and I'm probably not going to be back there in 7, 8, 10 years. I can insult the dealers till my heart's content, because I'll
Right.
never see them again.
Yeah.
You got that pile of books and you want $5 a book? I'll give you $20 for the whole box of them. No,
Sure.
okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I'm going to see them every week, no, no. Absolutely, do not do that. The other thing too is, when you think about it, I don't care how good the deal is that you get,
Yeah.
you do have to sell it.
True.
So
Yeah.
ultimately, the money is in the selling. Ultimately.
And very rarely you're going to sell. You say there's 120 pieces. You're not going to sell all 120 pieces ever, probably,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But
or list them all. You know.
if I sell zero,
Right. Yeah. Good and bad investment.
it doesn't matter if I paid $150, $120, or $20 for them if I sell zero. So actually, the money is in the selling.
Yeah.
But again, that's what they all say. The money is in the buying. Yes, but be very, very careful. Do not take that completely to heart. We have told you any number of times on this channel that networking is really, truly what it all comes down to, and the repeat buys from the people. And I was talking, I'm going to name drop here a minute, yesterday. I was name dropping now. I was talking to Auction Professor, and we were talking about purchasing and how we're buying a little less lately.
Yeah.
And I said there are times when I'll buy from one of my pickers, somebody, and whether I want it or not, it may be mediocre stuff, I'm buying it from them.
Yeah.
Just because. And he goes, oh yeah, I do the same thing. And that's what you absolutely have to do. It may be a deal that you don't even want any part of.
Yeah.
But look at that $20 to $30 to $50 that you're spending, just as an investment for the future.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely.
And guess what? They would be hard pressed to come up with stuff that you can't make $50 out of.
Right.
They would be hard pressed. It might be stuff you don't want to deal in. It might be, but you're going to make money anyway if you take the time to list it.
Sure.
So do comment down below as to what your thought is on that. And again, you'll hear a lot of resellers saying it, and that's why I wanted to finally address it, because we've never talked about it before. Hit the like button if you could. You'll hear a lot of resellers saying that, and that one I agree with them completely on. And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.